A person who is dumb is someone who doesn't learn from their experiences. And to learn is to change your behavior based on new information. So if you've watched hundreds of productivity videos without changing a thing, then by this definition, you are dumb. But this doesn't mean you have to stay dumb forever. I'm Salim, I've just finished medical school, but before I knew what I was doing, I was actually too dumb to achieve any of the things I've accomplished over the past few years. I kept making the same mistakes and never go anywhere, but when I applied the 3 mindsets that I'm going to mention in this video, I actually started to learn quickly and make progress in every aspect of my life. So the first way to stop being dumb is to build systems around your brain. You are a human. You have to accept that you will forget things and will be dumb at times. But your systems are what make you into an effective person. And by systems, I primarily mean digital systems, like note-taking apps, schedules, or using AI. When you have a good system, it's like night and day. Imagine someone gave you a general knowledge test. It's like comparing how well you would perform by yourself versus how good you'd do it if you could use your phone. This first mindset isn't anything complicated. It's just about opening your eyes so that you don't make life overly hard for yourself. You need to keep up with the current technologies that are specifically designed to improve your efficiency. No person can remember everything, so make notes and put tasks into your calendar. And if you don't know something, use AI to teach you and ask questions. I used to avoid relying on other things for help because I felt like I should be able to figure things out alone, but that just made things unnecessarily difficult. So like me, you also need to stop relying on your dumb brain and build systems that you can rely on, then let them do all the hard work for you. The next way to stop being dumb will make sure that you learn from new information. Now you've probably watched hundreds of videos but haven't actually changed much in the way you study, and that is definitely dumb. So you need a system to improve your ability to incorporate new strategies into your study systems. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. If you try to build in 10 different tips all at once, you won't ever be able to sustainably keep them long term, and you'll just go back to your old dumb ways of doing things. The best way to start is to incorporate one piece of advice from each video you watch. So you need to limit the consumption you have and then only pick one thing each time. I'd suggest watching one good video per week, then just try to incorporate that one adjustment over the week. Even if it's not every piece of advice in the video, just pick at least one thing out and stick with it. What can make this even easier to maintain this adjustment over the week is having some form of accountability. And this is partly why I'm developing a community and course for productive people, to help you to see your blind spots and have others keep you accountable to your goals. But I want to hear from you about what you need help with, so click the link in the description and fill in the form so I can use your ideas to make the best community possible. And now the final thing to stop you being so dumb is a change in mindset about what it even is to be dumb. You have to realize that you are only dumb in the areas that you haven't practiced. Like if you've never opened an anatomy book, you'll be dumb in anatomy. If you have never studied Japanese, you will be dumb in Japanese. But there's only so much time in the day, so you have to admit to yourself that you can't study everything. You will have weaknesses in some areas. You will always be dumb in some areas, and this is unavoidable. But that means you need to specialize in the few fields that you are really interested in and care about. That way you can focus your energy into the fields you actually want to get good at, and you can be content in the fact that you are dumb in everything else. So pick the areas where knowledge is most important to you and double down on that. Of course, if you're in school or university, there will be some modules that you have to do even if you don't care about them. But in terms of outside of school, when you're trying to become someone who actually feels smart, focus on your interests and become an expert in those. Besides studying for med school, I knew that I wanted to become knowledgeable in physical and mental health. I wanted to become a better pianist and a better content creator. And even though I wanted to pick up other hobbies, I knew I didn't realistically have enough time, so I let go of those ideas. These mindset changes are essential to stop feeling dumb in general, but a problem is that I didn't talk about how to actually study effectively when you start taking action. So in this video here, I explain everything I have learned in my 8 years at university in under 7 minutes. So you will have both the mindset and the tactics to be optimally productive. So click the video to learn more.